We're going to talk about something tonight, but inshaAllah a reminder from what we talked about for the last few nights is that from their knowledges of haqqaiq, and you have to be patient with something that you may not be familiar with. Is this picking me up? The ladies, they texted, I can't hear you. You have to be familiar or patient with something maybe you are not familiar with. The style in which we teach is from the realities of malakut and the world of light, not so much from the world of form. Alhamdulillah, there are other scholars and students that can handle that. In one such understanding, everybody is competing to describe that they're on haqq, and it's important in our life. Everybody says they are on the haqq, their aqeedah is the haqq, their way is the haqq, their firqa, their group, their sect is on the haqq. And awliyaullah come into our lives and bring from the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad which is all Holy Qur'an and Holy Hadith. That when Allah A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Qul ja'al haqq, Qul ja'al haqq wa zahaqa al-batil, inna batil kana zahuqan. My Arabic is not so exciting. Yeah. Thank you very much. That was nice. The goal, Allah is speaking to someone. You have to be patient, because if we don't understand that Holy Qur'an from when they're teaching is not about me and you. Oh, I want to see what Allah is thinking about me. I took a path to be nothing. When I'm nothing, awliya come into our life and begin to teach that this Holy Qur'an is a dialogue between Allah and Sayyidina Muhammad Qadim, ancient, beyond the understanding of what we understand of time, because it's not from the earth. When it began we don't know, when it ends we have no idea. Malakut and light has no time, Allah has no time. Time is earth, sun and moon. In Malakut there's no time. So it's ancient. Allah's ancient word is coming on to the haqq of Allah. Qul, so means there's not two. Qul, the one speaking, one being spoken to. Say, when the haqq comes. Awliya come and say that this is Allah's Divinely speech to Janab al-Haqq, to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad Qul al-Haqq wa zahaqa al-batil, that when your truth, and I'm creating your nur as my most perfected truth. What you're going to describe as true? Everything else is a drop of truth, mainly falsehood. Only truth of Allah in this ocean of creation is Sayyidina Muhammad. So Allah dressing al-Haqq, that you the perfected one, the truthful one, you are the light of all lights, you are the light of every secret, and every secret is from your light. Nur al-Anwar wa Sirat al-Asrar. That light that Allah is going to create creation, because everything is from what? Either La ilaha illallah or Muhammadun Rasulullah. There's no third. Creation can't not be from La ilaha illallah. No sharik. There's no partner with Allah. Allah is a qudra, power. We're like a computer to understand. Allah plugs us in, gives us power, but Allah is not something that can be described by creation. So then the creation of Muhammadun Rasulullah not the form, the ruh, the light. We خلق الإنسان من نفس واحد. I created all this creation from one nafs, from one soul, from one light. Means that Nur Muhammadi sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the Haqq of Allah. And everything is created in truth. Allah for awliyaullah, when He begins to describe, I created everything in truth, people come and say, what is Allah's truth that He's talking about? They know exactly. Allah is giving a description that I created everything with the light of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And as much as it's in that light, it's truth, because He represents the pure and true. خُلُقَ الْعَظِيمِ وَعَلَمْنَهُ بِالشَّدِيدِ الْقُوَّةِ. The power I'm giving to you, alam al-Qur'an, badan khalaq al-insan. What I'm giving to you of nazar and my divinely speech in the qul, qaf wal Qur'an al-Majid. The Allah qul, because the huruf gives you the secret of the Qur'an. Not from the world of form, but from malakut. When Allah wants to make something, every ingredient He puts has a secret. When I give you the kalam of qul, it has my qaf, Qur'an al-Majid, it has my qudra and my power. The lam, lisan al-haqq. Allah's speech is a qudra on lisan al-haqq. Coming to al-haqq. Nothing can carry that qul, nothing can carry Qur'an. Allah says, if I put Qur'an on a jabal, it would be dust. Nothing carries Qur'an except Janab al-Haqq, Sayyidina Muhammad. Everything created in a Haqq, every reality is a Haqq. As much as they move away from Sayyidina Muhammad, it becomes batil, it becomes false. Everything that moves away from the Haqq and from the light of Sayyidina Muhammad becomes what? Becomes batil. Allah says it's false. If they move from your light and from your reality, they have a false appearance because they're moving away from your light. They appear, but it's false. Zahukan. Your light will shatter all its falsehood. So it means this mulk is the mulk of falsehood. Everything is falsely appearing. And Allah describes this entire mulk is an illusion. Has truth and false mixed in it. If away from the haqq of Sayyidina Muhammad it's false. And Allah says, don't worry, it's zahuqan, and it's going to fail and perish. That's why everybody's body perishes in the ground, except awliyaullah. How many in your country, they dug up the bodies of awliya and they don't perish. Their body is not from falsehood. It's filled with the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. Just recently, they were burying, they sort of put a picture, they're burying somebody and the Shaykh is holding the hand. Means that's a second issue, but the main issue is that this mulk is all a falsehood. And that's why Allah destroys everything on this mulk. Everything has its qiyamah, everything is going to die on this earth, except the haqq of Allah. Means that truth is always truthful. So it means the falsehood is the physicality. So when we establish that the haqq is Sayyidina Muhammad only Allah come into our life, now they want to give you more so that anywhere you look you'll find this truth. It's not something they're making up. That this haqq is made by ha and qaf. Haqq. So Allah wants us to understand, when you want to understand, when I'm saying Haqq, what is it made from? And the awliya who know the huruf and ilm huruf, they know that that Ha is Bahrul Hayat. That everything of this Haqq is from Bahrul Hayat, the ocean of eternity. Because the false perishes, the false dies, the truth is eternal. So Allah give a hayat to it. It's ever living, they're high. The Qaf wal Quran al Majid give them to be Qayyum. Qayyum. So the Haqq, they are Hayyul Qayyum. Haqq is high and Qayyum. It's a description of the light. That light which the soul of Sayyidina Muhammad and Allah gave everything from that light. So your soul is given a drop from that light and put onto you. Your soul is Hayy al-Qayyum. Hayy al-Qayyum. Ever living, and nobody feeds your soul. Nobody can starve your soul. Allah is the power of that soul. So everybody has a Haqq within them. And everybody has a falsehood within them. Your nafs, your ego is from Jahannam. Your nafs is from Jahannam. It's from the abode of fire, and your nafs only knows Jahannam. It doesn't know anything from paradise, wants nothing from paradise. And as soon as he comes into this dunya, the nafs begins to grow around 2 years old. It starts to get his power. So the nafs, the peace is exactly like where it came from. So your Haqq is from paradise. Haqq never makes sharik. Subhanallah. Haqq never makes partner with Allah. It's Haqq. Allah describing Haqq was Haqq al-Batil. The two, they don't come together. The falsehood that's trying to attach itself to you is false. Your Haqq is always Haqq. Your soul is always Haqq. Your soul makes no partner with Allah. Your nafs makes the partner with Allah. Your nafs, which is from Jahannam, and everybody has a reserved seat in Jahannam because Allah put the nafs in them. So they have a destiny now. You have an ego within you from hell. So now you have a seat reserved in hellfire. If you go nafsani in life and you follow your nafs and you follow the waswas of the nafs, he's from Jahannam. As soon as he comes into dunya, he finds his partner, his sharik. His best friend is who? Shaitan. Who he becomes partner with is shaitan. Immediately the nafs identifies shaitan by 2 years old. You see them screaming, yelling, they call them naughty too. Shaitan already teaching him. And shaitan is qadim, never dies. And shayateen, they don't die. There are jinn that can be killed, shayateen never. Until Allah finishes this dunya. So this shayateen, they know every trick. They partner with that nafs and begin to teach every type of trick. And the only thing that can destroy this nafs is Haqq. It's Haqq of Allah. Only thing. Nothing destroys this nafs. Nothing puts the nafs down except the Haqq of Allah, because Ayatul Kareem, قَدْ جَعَلْ الْحَقِّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلِ. It's batil, your ego is batil, that shaitan is batil, all this dunya is a falsehood for you, deceiving you and fooling you. And if the Haqq begins to come towards you, zahukan, Allah gave the power of that nur Haqq to destroy every falsehood. So wherever Prophet's light moves, it destroys falsehood. So our whole life is how to build that Haqq. If Allah gives sincerity in what you're doing, He begins to open the ocean of your soul. So if what you're doing is not opening your haqq, you have to be concerned. You can do it for another 50 years. If it doesn't open, it doesn't open. Allah's not finding satisfaction in your amal. So this haqq, they are inheritors of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we established the haqq is Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So who are ashiqeen? Ashiqeen are who? Who are love of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So much love that their nearness and proximity, قُلْ إِنِي كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. These are فَاتَّبِعُونِي. And Allah granted them what? يُحِبُّكُمُ اللَّهُ. So فَاتَّبِعُونِي, their whole being is to move towards Prophet ﷺ. As a result of their focus on Prophet ﷺ, they gained Allah's love. When Allah gives you love, what He gives you? A degree in accounting? Or He says, I'm going to take your soul and drop it into my oceans of hayat, and you become from ahlul hayat. I'm going to take your soul and all of its qayyum, and I'm going to dress your body with your soul. Most on this dunya, 99.999%, their body has imprisoned their soul. There's zindan. They say this is zindan and ma zindaniya hasti. This is a prison and we are its prisoners. But awliyaullah, they're not prisoners. Allah freed them. Said that you're not operating from your body. These people who operate from their body, the body governs their soul and holds it to be ransom, gives them to be nothing. But awliyaullah who are ahlul haqq, ahlul haqq, their way is haqq, not by their tongue, but by Allah dress them from bahrul hayat. They are qayyum, they operate with their soul. They're the understanding of the hadith, that when my servant approaches me after he finished his fard, and he approached me with sunnah, with non-mandatory, when he approached me with his love, I became the eyes in which he sees. It's a hadith qudsi. You can't deny this hadith. This is a description of the people of haqq. So you don't have to yell out who's on haqq and this one on haqq and I'm on haqq, it's all retarded. Only haqq or ahlul haqq. If what you're doing is not opening this description and this reality, then you better find the people of haqq. They are the people of hayat, in which Allah gave them safat al-hayat. Wherever they go, you feel all the hearts are opening. A sign is that many children come around. If you remember a while ago, you go to masjids and there's no children. There's no ocean of hayat. It's all the people who are leaving this dunya attending. Bahr al-hayat, it's the fountain of life. And you feel the energy of life emanating everywhere. There are muhi qulub, wherever they go, the ocean of hayat that come from them, there are muhi al-qulub. The heart that is dying, the heart that losing interest, the heart that losing its faith. In their presence, a light is coming that begin to revive the heart. They're not coming empty and they're not relying on you. Allah gives the nation of Sayyidina Muhammad izzatullah, izzat Rasul wa izzat al-mu'mineen. That izzah is flowing. These are the oceans of hayat. They are the people of qayyum. They operate with their soul, they hear with their soul, they see with their soul, they breathe with their soul, they touch and feel with their soul, they walk and their qadam is on their soul. Whatever ni'mat and whatever they eat is from their paradise reality, not from this. That's why they say eat with awliyaullah. Why? Because it's from Allah's ni'mat that gave to them in their paradise. Drink with awliyaullah, pray with awliyaullah, do zikr with awliyaullah. It's not from your station, but it's from the oceans of hayat and qayyum. Everything around them is hayy al qayyum. and everything comes to life. When Nabi Musa wanted to meet one of them, his sign was that the hut, the dried fish, came to life. That's a description of the souls of people. They're all dried and they're losing hope. When he wanted to meet Sayyidina Khidr, so where was it? He says, our fish that we put for lunch, it came to life and jumped into the water. That was the sign, let's go back. One of those awliya are there. That's just one. Allah described, that's just one of my servants. So these servants, they are Hayy al Qayyum. The only haqq that we have to be worried about is that haqq. Turn that hayat on in this dunya, turn that qayyum on so that it operates and the soul operates and runs the body so that we can reach to where Allah wants us to reach, inshaAllah. And we have now our food. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi Muhammad al Mustafa wa basir Surat al Fatiha.
سيدنا النبي سيدنا النبي سيدنا النبي سيدنا النبي